Santorum were to secure the Republican nominee, lose the general election in a Goldwater LBJ type 1964, because people don't pay attention that closely. I mean, you know, there are a lot of casual voters in this country. They pick up little dribs and drabs of things. I mean, the Talking Points memo I went over, you know, Kennedy's position, Reagan's position, Santorum's position, and then people can decide for themselves. But there's no question that Rick Santorum is making the election not about the economy, but about a moralistic country. And that right now is what is on him. It's not about the economy. It's about a moral view of America, and you just can't win that. No president in history has ever been elected on that kind of a platform.
I completely agree with you, and you know, Santorum has this platform that deals with the economy, and he's got some ideas that are kind of controversial, but they're interesting. They're about restoring the manufacturing base with tax preferences for manufacturing companies. There's a lively debate to be had about that, and we've heard him on the subject. But in the meantime, of course, Mitt Romney is running, talking about the economy constantly. Now, a lot of that has been about his resume, but if you notice recently what Mitt Romney's been doing, he's been beefing up his positions on the economy. He's outlined a more aggressive tax-cutting plan, for example, which has some real appeal to Republican voters. And Mitt Romney is a man who, as far as we know, hews very much to his own faith. He tithes a huge amount of money to his church. There's been no indication that he's not a man who lives his faith, and yet he is not discussing that all the time.
Well, he can't.
I mean, it is, you know, it's
he can't. I mean, Mormonism is so controversial that he couldn't. But Santorum.
I understand that. I understand that. But remember, there used to be
let's look at Santorum from another light. Santorum's big challenge to Romney is now on the backs of the evangelical, very conservative Christian voters. That's who's going for Santorum. That's who went for him in Iowa, and that's why he's competitive in the Republican precincts. So maybe he's saying to himself, look, the only way I can win this, the only way I can beat the better financed Romney, is to appeal to those voters who are very actively involved in the primary. That's the only shot I have, so I have to do it, or I'm just not going to win.